Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Shaman King Flowers episode number 8 reaction. So the previous episode we got to see the battle between Hana and I've forgotten his name. I think his name was G- G- I cannot remember it. I think it's was it Gakko or something like that. I cannot remember. I'm sure I'll get to see here again and I'll remember. We had the battle between them, and at the beginning, as in the beginning part, I was under the impression that the spirit ally that he was fighting with was an Oni, because that's what Hana said. But little by little, by the end of it, we realized that it's actually not an Oni, and it's someone like a normal spirit ally. However, his spirit ally, who's called Namaha, acts like an Oni to intimidate the opponent. That's why she tells him to call her Namahage. She wears that straw dress and everything. To kind of intimidate their opponents. And throughout the whole battle, even though Ahana didn't have Amidamaru, he was able to bring in the Onis and kind of almost fuses together with one. And it would have been too late if he kept going like that. However, like they fought him and were able to defeat him and bring him down. So yeah, that's what happened. So and it ended over there. So let's see what happens today. This is episode number 8. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is a preference, and let's begin. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Hmm. Oh yeah, the whole Team How they talked about. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. There we go. The flower of what you call it? I was just talking about that in the previous episode. I was like, if they underestimate you, won't they lift you? Okay. Oh, he's awake. Wait, does he not remember him fusing with Oni? Oh, oh, wait, he's back. What the hell? Hey, yo, that was quick. He just transformed back. Oh no. Oh nice. Oh, there she is. Well, there you go. Well, yeah. Well, she has specifically trained for that. Yeah, and that one, Gaku Biki, anti-Oni division. Okay, okay. Damn. Well, he. Well, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, he's almost dead now. Damn. Yep. That's another third. General manager. Wait, what? Yeah. General manager. Oh, she was the one who called them. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, everyone's Johan is here. Well, he's another one. One of the chief. Oh, chief bodyguard. Okay. Unfortunately. Okay. So each of them has like a role to them. Hmm. Well, he's a bit. Okay, he needs to. He needs a. Wait, what? 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 Okay. I guess gods, it makes sense because they're literally gods. Yeah, that is true. He kind of, you know. What? Oh, wait. Oh. What's like, what the? Okay. Okay, interesting. Oh, the previous question liked how? The flower of maize? Oh my god, that's what's going on. So we're team how? It's like, oh, tournament arc. You're the most Junie. Yeah, why is a name like that? Yeah, it's corn. That's why the corn in the opening. Why a corn? Yeah, that alien. Hmm. Yep. Well, because well, because you're his relative. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh yeah, it's like opponent god. Like Yiz. Yeah, Yves. Something. I don't know if that's how his name is pronounced. Yavis. Okay. Hmm. Today's capital. Damn. Yeah, because they're already attacking us and everything. Oh boy. Whoa. The day Hana and I met in the destroyed Patch village. Yeah, so that part I'm guessing Hana doesn't remember. The past. Okay. Oh, here we go. This kid. Okay, I didn't recognize him in the previous episode. And he's supposed to be this kid is supposed to be Ren's son, I think. Bro, what type of security? So he's the rich boy of the group. Yeah, what are you talking about? The other tuning. Okay, so yeah, I didn't recognize him in the previous episode. Now, not him. Obviously, I cannot recognize him. But Ren, I didn't recognize Ren either. Tao Min, that's his name. I guess Ren Man. Oh, the hell? You little awkward. Bro, you guys look basic. You're probably going to get defeated very soon. Or maybe I'll be wrong. I was gonna say, for character design wise, they look so basic, they'll probably just get defeated. Okay. There you go. I was correct. So I was correct. That's something's going on with Johanne and this guy. Wait. Okay, wait a minute. That was Johanna, wasn't it? Or am I making a mistake? Okay, I'll talk about it later. Yeah, but oh yeah, that's true. Oh, is this Tamal? Two more legends. Hmm. Maiden gang leader. Bro. Because she wants to look intimidating. Yo, he's yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah, as long as you're in the dark, you'll at least be protected. Hmm. Yeah. Layer. Ah, I see. Ah. Okay. Each player gets to assemble their own team. So Hal chose all of them. Two advisor and the captain. Okay. Five people chose by the god cannot be swapped. Okay. Oh, we have. Okay. Hmm. Okay. You could raise a okay. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, they would put others in. Yeah. Well, they already went through something like this before, if you remember, in Shaman King. What? What type of wish is that? Wait. Wait, who? Was that some kind of a like a reference to some other? Damn. Yeah, exactly. You cannot ask for that from someone else. You yourself have to do it. Oh, the past. Maybe remember about his past. That can be a wish, I guess. Hmm. Yeah, it's a problem. Like, what will he do about Amidamaru? Oh, here we go. Oh god, this thing. Alumi thinks Redsep and Seram are. Imposters? Oh no. they they literally said hey yo, stop it. Oh, these two, the two basic looking guys. What? Oh. Was he freaking Batman? Okay, yeah, I remember them now. I see. So they are their children. Yep. Okay, yeah. Wow, his personality is also like her. Like, here's the question. I do know that John got married to Ren, but I don't know like when did. Oh my god. What the times as much. Damn. Well, he's John's son, so obviously his pain. Oh boy, here we go. Oh wow, that's why he gave them two chances. Hmm. Oh wait, isn't that what was his name? Bason or something? There you go. So that wait wait. Oh yeah, that's John's. Wait, so he has two spiritual allies? What? Right, bro. Okay, like what I was trying to say is that I do know that Ren um, and Jun got married, but I'm guessing what how that happened was probably like shown in like the manga. I think there was another manga after Shaman King. I've forgotten the name, but I'm guessing how that happened, when that happened, it was probably like shown there, or like like I'm guessing that's what's happened. So that's why I don't know, like because I watched Shaman King, but yeah, this is Jun. I didn't recognize her first. I've seen this picture so many times in the ending, but I never realized that that is like Ren and that is Jun. First of all, in the previous episode, I didn't even recognize Ren. It's been a while, so I didn't really click in my head. But like like people were in the comments were like, "Oh, that's Ren," and I'm like, "Oh my god." I see, that makes sense. Okay, few things. This kid. Okay, I think I'm making a big mistake. Am I? Am I? I I I thought that was Johann. Is that not Johann? Maybe not. Okay, I'll talk about it. Okay, that's it. Yeah, now I'm going to talk about it. That flashback scene where we get to see what's his name, Hana and Alumi over there in that flashback. That kid who was standing there in front of them, that's Johanna, isn't it? Or am I, or is that not Johanna? Is that someone completely different? Now, I assumed that was Johanna, and that is why I think in the previous episode, at the very beginning, I said something like, when I was watching the opening, I was like, I've thought this before, but Johanna and this guy, the guy who took Amidamaru, they look so similar, and even in the opening song, you see where in the first part, they're introducing the characters, showing their character illustrations, you know, in the very first character illustration set, which has Johanna in it, has this guy, the guy who has taken Amidamaru, beside him, which made me think that something's going on. Like Johanna and this guy has some kind of a connection. Maybe this guy is like from the future or something like that. I thought maybe this guy is actually Johanna from the future or like some parallel world or something like that. I thought like something is going on, fishy is going on over there because this guy and Johanna has such a similar character design. And today in this episode where we get to see the flashback, we see that little kid with glasses in front of Hana and Alumi. That's Johanna, isn't it? Now I might be completely wrong. Like that kid and Johanna might be two completely different characters. They just look the same. That might be the case. But I'm still not. I'm like 50-50. Like 50% I think that it was Johanna, and that like 50% I think that wasn't. So I'm not 100% sure. Either way, I'm sure like everything will be revealed as time goes. But yeah, I think that is Johanna, but I might be wrong because like if that's actually Johanna, then a lot of other questions will pop up, which we have no answers to. So yeah, that's the thing. Either way, let's wait and see. And yeah, so that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. Then the other thing is okay, Ren and Jun. Like I said, I did know that Ren and Jun got married or like something like that. But like I said, when that happened, how that happened, I have no clue. So I'm guessing that was probably shown in the manga that comes after Shaman King. I think it's called, I've forgotten the name. A lot of people have mentioned that to me. I haven't read it, so that is why I probably don't know. But I'm guessing that's where probably all of those things were shown, you know. And and I'm guessing maybe they're going to show us here in a flashback style as well in the future episodes. Maybe they'll show like what happened with Ren, and sometimes animes do that. I'm sure they'll do that, but not now. Maybe in the future. Either way, yeah. So he is, his name is Men, and he is Jun and Ren's son. Another thing, he has two spiritual allies. Am I correct in assuming that? Because he has Bason with him and also Shamash. Both of them were his parents' spiritual ally, the guardian spirit, or whatever you call them. So yeah, he has two. And I was, for a moment, I was like, wait, he has two guardian spirits? Like, how does that work? But then I realized that I guess Alumi and also had not only Alumi but Silva and all of them as well in the whole like the Patch Village and all. They also had multiple spiritual allies, didn't they? Because yeah, like Alumi herself has like how many, three or four? Like I've forgotten. Like I think like there's like a snake and a few others. Like I've forgotten their individual names, but in that sense, I'm guessing it makes sense. But these two, Bason and Shamash, they are actually very strong in that. Like if you think about it like that, they're they're like the main thing. So in that sense, it's interesting to see he's able to control both of them. But it makes sense, since both of them were his parents' guardian spirit. And this is another thing that I'm thinking about. Like, what's going on? Why are the parents giving their guardian spirit to their kids? Like, like the thing with Amidamaru, uh, Yo gave Amidamaru to Hana, and now we see that Jun and Ren also gave their guardian spirits to men. Like, interesting. Like, they pass it to their successors, which is kind of interesting. Like, I'm kind of intrigued by that, because I guess it makes sense, because obviously, like, what else will you even do? Like, I don't think Ren needs Bason now at this point. Like, it's time for his son to go out in the world and shine. I'm sure Jan also doesn't need Shamash now, so that's why she and Ren, both of them gave their guardian spirits to him. Similar with Yo as well, I'm guessing. You know, but yeah, and interesting to see how this is going. Like, both of them, who we know, they gave their spiritual allies um, to their children. Now, I do wonder if we're going to meet not meet in that sense, if we're going to see some other characters who have connection to the other characters in Shaman King. For example, I've forgotten most of their names, but I do remember Chocolove. I do remember who else were there. There was that kid, I forgot his name, like the green-haired kid, Lizer, wasn't it? Yeah, that's his name. Lizer, Chocolove, and who else was there? Was there anyone else? Obviously, Ren was there, Anna was there, Yo was there. Was there anyone else? Am I forgetting someone? No, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah. I do wonder if we're going to see someone connected to them as well. We've already seen Yo and Ren's children. Maybe someone related to them we'll get to see in the future, or maybe not. Who knows? Either way, yeah. Let's see. Like, how this goes. Now, also, Hana is missing Amidamaru, so I do wonder what he's going to do about that. Okay, another thing we got to know in today's episode is the whole flower of maize. What the hell is going on? So, like, the name in itself called flower of maize, which means the flower of the maize. Maize means corn, and I guess that's why I think I kind of mentioned one of the previous episode. I was like, why the hell in the opening is there a corn? I should have realized that. Why? Like, because it's literally called flower of maize. Now, I should have realized that then, but it didn't click in my head. I was like, why is there a corn in the opening? And yeah, so that's that's why it's like flower of maize. Now, this flower of maize is literally like a battle, like a tournament battle, and this is happening because all the gods, the G8, they don't accept they don't accept How as one of the gods. And the one who is opposed to this in a big way is Yavis. And Yavis's people are those, that guy who's who's bothering us, and the one who took Amidamaru. So this is what's happening, and Han, How appointed chose a few of the people to fight against, on behalf of him. Now, because they said here that it's kind of like in a stalemate, it's kind of in a tie as to how many gods want How to be the god and how many doesn't want. I'm guessing we also have a few allies in this G8. I'm guessing 4 of the gods probably are allied with us, because that would make sense then, only because that's why we're having a battle against each other, because it's like half of the G8 thinks that, oh yeah, How is worthy enough, and half of them thinks that no, he's not worthy enough, and the one who's the most opposed to it is Yavis. So I'm guessing there should be 4 more gods who should be allied with us, I'm guessing. I do wonder, and I'm sure we'll get all of that way in the future, get to know who these gods are and all that stuff way in the future, not now. In no way, in this season are we doing any of that. This season will probably just be introducing the characters who we will see in the future seasons, if we get a future season, who will see like this season is probably just introduction purpose and getting to know these characters, and that's it. Right. And okay, you know what? I'm just going to read that part. I think they kind of explain how the tournament is going to work. So they have an interesting rule here. Where is that part? Where they explain how this is going to go. Okay. Okay. The Flower of Maize is a proxy war fought on the earth between the gods' representative shamans. If the enemy ever found out you were trying to oppose, okay, they'd come for your life. Okay, to keep things fair, each god chooses their specific competitors. Okay, so basically, each G8 god gets to pick 5 shamans, okay? But each player gets to assemble their own team. Oh, wait. Wait, so the general gets 2 advisors and the captain chooses 3 soldiers each. It can be changed each day. The 5 people chosen by the god cannot be swapped out. Wait, I don't understand this part. Wait a minute. Wait, so this god, okay, each G8 god gets to pick 5 shamans, makes sense? Each player gets to assemble their own team. Each player gets to assemble their own team. Okay. The general gets 2 advisors. Who's the general? So I can see the chart here. There's the general gets 2 advisors and there are 4 captains. And each captain chooses 3 soldiers each. They can be changed each stage. However, the 5 people chosen by the god cannot be swapped out. So, who are the generals and the advisors? I don't understand that. Okay, the 5 people chosen by the god cannot be swapped even if they die, and they cannot be resurrected. And if you win this, the god will like listen to your wish. He'll like make any of your wish come true, however crazy it might be. And that's why a lot of people are doing this. Okay, I think I need a better explanation. I don't understand this. Like, first of all, like I understand obviously how chose this group, but I don't understand like what's up with the general, the advisor. What are those? Like who? Okay, I think they were kind of mentioning. Wait a minute. I think what's her name? Alumi was talking about this, wasn't she? Like bodyguard. Yeah, Johanna is the chief bodyguard. Then we have the general manager. I think Alumi is the manager. Yeah, Alumi is the manager. Yeah, Team How general manager Alumi, and then we have Namaha and Gakko are like. Wait. Embarrassing introduction. Let's move on. Gakko, Ibuki, and your guardian ghost Namaha. Welcome to my team. No, what is that part? Okay, I cannot find it. I think that she called them like some Oni anti-Oni specialist or something like that. He said, and then Johan is supposed to be the bodyguard, and like, and obviously Alum is the general manager. So No, that is not the same. Okay, that I can understand. But I'm talking about like what we see later on, how the G8 gods choose like have like a general, then they have advisors, two advisors, and they have like a four captains, and each captain has three soldiers. That part I don't understand. Like, so what does that mean? Like, who are these? Are these like other people that we'll meet later on? Like this general, then these advisors. I'm guessing that's what's happening, and I'm guessing these generals and these advisors will probably be some big names. Like maybe Yo would be one of them. Maybe Yo would be like one of the advisors or something, or maybe the general. That's what I'm guessing. Correct me if I'm wrong, because we've just barely met how many characters? We have Hana, um, uh, Hana, Alumi, Gakko, Men, and Yohane. Five. There you go. These five, I'm guessing, How has chosen, and they cannot be swapped. So we have these five, and these five are soldiers, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing above them there are four captains. Or wait, no. Okay, I'm really confused. I don't understand how this is working. Like, this is our little group that we have, Team How. We only have five people. So I'm guessing there are more people here who we still haven't met. Since, as we can see, there's number one, general, two advisors, three, four captains, that means seven, and then we have 12 soldiers. That means 19, like 19 people. Is that how it works? I think I'm confusing something. Correct me. Like I'm pretty sure I'm confused about like how this is working. So let me know. So there should be 19 people involved in one team, I'm guessing. Like 20 if you include the god. If you include How, then there's 20 people. God, general, two advisors, four captains, and three soldiers underneath each captain. Then how does our little group work? I don't understand that. We are calling ourselves Team How. So who is the general here? Is it Hana? Is Hana the general? Or no, he's the captain. Oh yeah, he's the captain. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Okay, so he's a captain. So okay, I think I understand now. Hana, underneath Hana we have three, which is Gakko, Men, and Yohane. So these three. Okay, I think I understand now. Right, it's kind of making sense now. So Hana is the captain, and underneath those three. Wait, then where does where is Alumi then? Where will Alumi be? Alumi will be one of the advisors, or is she the general? I'm guessing she's one of the advisors. Not 100% sure about where she is. Or no, wait, maybe Alumi is not. Oh, I think Alumi is not involved in this. Or is she? Okay, I just assumed that Alumi is involved in this because because they said that there's five people that How has chosen. That's why I just assumed that Alumi is in on this. If you include Alumi, there'll be five. But maybe Alumi isn't one of them, because like since Alumi is the general manager, how managers aren't really part of the whole thing. They just help you out. Oh, I guess in that way you can say that she is an advisor. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on, but I think I have a little bit. I understand a little bit. I'm guessing Hana is the captain, and the other three are the soldiers underneath him. So that's what's happening here. And so that would mean that there's a lot of other people we have to meet later on. Like if Alumi is supposed to be the advisors, there's another advisor we'll meet later. And that means we'll also meet the general, we'll also meet three other captains, and three like 9 other soldiers. So a lot of other people we have to meet in the future. If that's the case, if that's what's happening. Right. And I'm guessing maybe within all of those people, we're going to meet a lot of familiar faces. Like maybe someone related to Chocolove, someone related to Lizard, maybe all of that stuff is going to happen there. Either way, that's way in the future, I'm guessing. But yeah, for now, this is the whole thing. Okay. So yeah, that was that. I have a lot of questions, but I'm guessing these aren't supposed to be answered now. As we keep watching, these will be eventually answered. Okay. And it's kind of interesting. So the scale kind of expanded from Shaman King. In Shaman King, it was just a shaman fight, like who will be the god, that kind of thing. Now it's literally like, oh, how is the god? But a lot of other gods are not happy about it. So the scale has kind of expanded. It was one god before, and now there's multiple gods who will be fighting amongst each other using proxies. You know, and that's why I'm saying the scale increased, because it's such a vaster scale now. It's like a lot more is going on. Bruh, interesting. Right, and there you go. I think that was it. And then in the end, we get to meet men, and we see him fight and all that stuff. Right. Yeah. So that was today's episode. Good episode. Like I said, there's a few questions I have, but I'm guessing these will be answered eventually. Now, let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the beginning part, we get to see Namaha and Gakko talking to each other, that scene. And what happened here is Hana gets up, pissed that they're literally like quarreling with each other and flirting with each other. And he's like, shut the hell up. And he wakes up, but his form was still that fused Oni form. So, he goes off to attack them. At which Alumi comes in and stops him. So I said this in the previous episode. I was like, I thought Alumi will come and stop him. So I was kind of surprised to see Gakko able to stop him. But today's episode kind of showed that, yeah, even though Gakko was able to stop him, it was temporarily. Alumi needs to come, by the end, to actually stop him, because he has those Golva beams, and that's why she can stop him. That's the only way. And she herself even said that it's kind of impressive that without the Golva beams, you two were actually able to stop him temporarily. That in itself is pretty damn impressive. But yeah, like to stop him, like actually like stop him, you need to have this. Yeah, and that's why I'm here. Either way, she comes, yeah, and then she goes and gives a punch to not Yo, sorry, Hana. And yeah, he falls down, and yeah, and you can see that Alumi is pretty pissed. Alumi is like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like you have talent, but you're just half-assing everything. And you know what? In his defense, I'll say that like he doesn't even know what the hell is happening. So I don't think you can blame him and say that, oh, why you're half-assing it. Like he doesn't even know what he's supposed to do. Like the whole thing with the shaman fight and the whole like flower of maize thing, he literally has no clue. Neither does he have any clue, nor does Johanne have any clue. Like both of them weren't filled in at all. Like the fact that Gakko and everyone else is so composed and they know what they're doing is because they understand what the situation is. They know what they're supposed to do and they know what they're stepping into. That is why they're more mature about this. Like you cannot blame Hana here, because he literally knows nothing. He's in the dark. He has always been in the dark to protect him. Obviously, there is a reason for why nobody really told him, as we get to know later on, as they say that, oh, we didn't want to involve you guys from the very beginning. Your life would be in danger then. But the reason why he's so half-assing everything is because he literally has no clue what he's supposed to do. Like in that sense, I don't think you can blame him. Like he's confused. He's like, what is happening? Like what is this flower of maize everyone is talking about? Why is this dude attacking us? Why did he take Amidamaru? And why am I fusing with an Oni? Like all these questions. He's literally in the dark. So I really cannot really find yeah, like I cannot really say that, oh, like he's the one to know. He knows nothing, and that's probably frustrating him so much that he's just fed up. He's like, what the hell? Like, why do I not know anything? Why is everyone not telling me and showing me the whole picture? But today's episode made everything clear, so now he has a better understanding. So yeah, let's see. Okay, either way, Yeah, and here like what's her name? Alumi says that do not use onis. Like oni, if they come out, you're gonna die. And like we cannot let that happen. So here we go. It seems like you don't get it, so let me hammer it into you. Do not use onis. Yeah, and she punches him. If the onis show up when you're all worn out, you'll end up dead. There you go. So she's like, don't do that ever again. And she's like, don't even use the onis in the first place. Okay. Either way, now Namaha recognizes Alumi, and she's like, oh my god, this is the general manager. And Gaku's like, what? Right. And you can see like Namaha kind of respects Alumi. I do wonder why, if she knows her from maybe I don't know, maybe she has heard of her or something, which is interesting, like a guardian spirit or like a spiritual ally, her kind of respecting. Like, yeah, but it makes sense, like I'm guessing she probably knew about her from somewhere. But what is more interesting is that like Gakko was like surprised that Namaha like respects her so much. That was what kind of surprised me. I was like, interesting. So Gakko didn't know that Namaha respected her so much. You know, I guess whatever. Okay, so then Johanne comes in, and Johanne is also in the dark, so Johanne also doesn't know what's going on. So like they kind of introduce each other over there. Alum is like, oh, welcome to like house, like a team how. And they're supposed to be the only specialist. Johanna is supposed to be the bodyguard, while she's supposed to be the general manager, and obviously Hana's supposed to be the team captain. So all these things, they're introducing each other over there. Gako's like, what the hell, who's this kid, this puny kid? Like he's supposed to be house an ancestor. No, sorry, not ancestor, sorry, house predecessor. No, god damn it, successor. House successor, like all that stuff. They're talking, they're like literally making a ruckus. At which Hana wakes up, and Hana's like, shut the hell up, you guys. Like just tell me what is happening. Like, and and Alam is like, I've tried to tell you before, but you told me that I'm like Junie or something. As she said, like you think I'm delusional. That's why I never really like went deeper into it. So like, you want to listen to me, you want to know what's actually happening, then listen. Don't say that whatever I'm saying is delusional or something. Because yeah, before I do remember when Alumi came in, she tried to explain it, and he was like, like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, what are these tuny crap you're spewing? Like, and just brushed her aside. So yeah, and she's like, all right, so now you listen. Okay. So then she kind of talks about the god 8. Okay. Or G8. The past 8 shaman kings. Okay, this freaking guy looks literally like Zeus. This guy. The big one with the white hair and beard. Yo, this. Right. Okay, so then. Wait, is that actually Zeus? It might actually be, because I can see like familiarity in all these like gods. For example, the big guy looks like Zeus, and then we have obviously Yavis is there, and then we have this guy who looks like Gautama Buddha, you know and then we have this person who looks like an Egyptian god, like Ra, or like someone like that, like Osiris or something. Then yeah, so I'm guessing each of these gods are like connected to a culture. Like Zeus. Then like I'm not even really sure if they're actually Zeus or not, but he looks like Zeus at least. And then we have like this Egyptian god. We have like I said, like the one who looks like Buddha. And yeah, all these others are probably connected to other gods, or like like a certain culture. Yeah, and it would make sense, because like gods, so it would make sense, something like that. And okay, so these gods decide the future of the planet. That's the summit that they hold. So she says, yeah, the previous gods didn't like her, how, and it started a fight. If the gods clashed, neither of them could win. Yeah, and mankind would be wiped out. Imagine gods fighting amongst each other. The whole earth will be destroyed. So to settle the dispute, they decided to do proxy wars between teams of shamans. This is called the flower of maize. And they're like, what the hell? Why is this called flower of maize? And she's like, I have no idea. There must be something, but I have no clue why it's called flower of maize. Either way, she talks about Rutherford as well. All that stuff. Yeah, so she's like, you got selected. How selected you guys? So yeah, you will be fighting. And Hannah realizes that maybe that is why How actually put the like Oni inside of him. Okay, so then she talks about Yavis, about how the battle has already begun and he's interfering and all that, and he's supposed to be the biggest hater of How. So there you go. Either way, they go. Like Alumi's like, come, I'll explain all of this more in detail. And there we can see Almi kind of thinks back to the past when, so the Patch village got destroyed, you know, and Hana was there at that time, and Hana protected Alumi, and this was probably the memory that Alumi was talking about that Hana forgot. Um, and and in front of Hana, we see that later that guy who was there with the glasses looks like freaking Johanna. Now, like I said, I'm not 100% sure. It looks like Johanna. Maybe it's like a completely different character. But I have a feeling that that was actually Johanna. And that's why something is up. I feel like this whole Johanna and this guy has some kind of a connection. So let's wait and see. Either way, next we get to see men come in. And yeah, then we get to see that guy, the one who took Amidamaru. I don't know his name actually. I think they mentioned his name, but I've forgotten. He talks to these two people, these two guys, and these two guys, they go off to try to take care of men. And yeah, and here you can see this triangular thing. He says that, oh, if an enemy is in a way, why don't you just kill them right away? Why did you leave Hana alive on that day? You could have done it back then. And yeah, here you can see, okay, this is, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Johanne, but I might be wrong. I'm not really sure. And he looks like a kid, so that age will also, the age also kind of lines up. Like both of them are kids at that time. Okay, either way, yeah, and he says not everything can be like done by killing. I'm just saying it is okay to exploit those Onis. Oh, is that why he took Amidamaru? So that Hana actually uses them. Ah, that would make sense. I'm like, why did he take Amidamaru? Because of that. So that now that he doesn't have Amidamaru with him, he's going to use the Onis. And that's what he wants. And he says, once I break his curse, Hanakun will definitely become my ally. All to make this world of fools led by a fool a little saner. Okay, now next we get to see they're over there in Fumbari Onsen, and over there all of them meets Ryu, Tamao, and they're like having this whole conversation. And then here they talk about the fact, and they were like, why did nobody tell us about it, like Hana and Johan especially. And they said they specifically did that so that if the enemy found out who you're supposed to be, they would come for your life. So to prevent that, to not to involve you guys from a very young age, they didn't tell you. And it would make sense that they didn't tell Hana, because Hana's supposed to be Yo's son. He would be targeted, he would be the first person targeted. Right. So okay, and here they kind of explain about the whole tournament, how this tournament works. And like I said, I kind of talked about it before. There's a few parts that I'm not understanding, but I think I have a basic understanding what it is. So Hana's supposed to be the captain, and the other three are supposed to be the soldiers with him. Like that's how they're a group. And so I do wonder what Alum is supposed to be. Is she supposed to be the advisor? She must be. Right. Either way. So later on we get, oh, also here we get to see why they are actually participating in this, because they have a way of refusing it. So Gakko says that, obviously it's fun. Not only that, they want like whoever will like be participating and whichever team will win, their respective gods will fulfill a miracle and a wish for them. It can be anything crazy. It doesn't matter how crazy it is. The god will fulfill it. So you can resurrect someone, literally do anything. So yeah. Okay, so obviously you can see like Johanna is like, oh sister, like if we make a wish, we will no longer be poor. Now I think, is this what Gakko's wish is? That he wants to be the strongest? That is such a weird wish, isn't it? Because if he wants to be strongest, making a wish like that to make him strongest would defeat the whole purpose of being strong, wouldn't it? So I feel like even if that's his wish now, he'll probably change his mind in the future. Because when you truly get strong, you will understand that becoming strong is something that you do not get with the flip of a switch. If you ask for a wish, for a wish as if like for a wish like this, like, oh, I want to be the strongest, it literally would defeat the purpose of being strong. You're not supposed to be strong like that. That defeats the purpose of being strong. Strong doesn't only mean strong. Strong means like strong in every manner, like even through experience. So making a wish like that defeats the whole purpose. Like, you're supposed to be strong, get strong through experience. You miss the whole experience part. So in that sense, you will not be able to be strong. You won't be able to be the strongest, in the world. Yeah, if you know what I mean. Like true people, like true strongest people, they have a lot of experience. So taking a shortcut to that is not a method, and I'm pretty sure he'll realize that in the future. But yeah, I'm not even sure if that's his wish. I think that's what he said, like, my wish is to be the strongest. So like, he'll probably understand eventually that this is not a viable wish. In no way can you wish for something like that. Here we go. Yeah, he literally says, my wish is to be the strongest man in the world. You cannot get that like that. You have to earn it. You have to get the experience for it. So yeah, either way, that was that. And later on, Hana kind of goes out and he's thinking about what he could wish for, and he's like, I want to defeat my dad. And he's like, oh, but making a wish for that, it kind of defeats the whole purpose. Hana gets it. Hana actually gets it. Unlike Gakko, Hana's like, yeah, if like I'm supposed to do that. Like making a wish for it defeats the whole purpose of defeating my dad. Hana gets it. Either way, and then he kind of thinks about his past, which Alumi was talking about, and he's like, yeah, you know what? Like he's thinking, and I'm guessing his wish probably is going to be something like, I want to get my memories back, or something along those lines, maybe, who knows. But for now, his wish for now probably is getting the memories back, and obviously getting Amidamaru back. So yeah. Okay, so and then we get to see men fight against these two, and you can see men's attitude is very similar. It's a mixture, obviously, of Ren and Jang. At first, he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, like my mother did something unforgivable. Like she did that to your father." And he's like, "I apologize." And he like literally kind of like does a little, like lowers his head like this, and they attack him. And he's again like, "Oh, like there's one thing that I cannot do, that is die. So other than that, like I can give any type of compensation. If it's violence you want, then yeah, go ahead. But I cannot die." And he apologizes again. He gets hit again by them. So this was the second time he apologizes again. He's like, for the second time, he's like, well, like he's like, what do you want? Like, you want money? I can give you money. Like if there's anything else you want, tell me. I'll make sure that you get that. And let me apologize on behalf of my mother again So he apologizes for the second time as well. Now next, they don't stop. They again attack him, and now he's like, okay, you know what? Like, in my in our, like, culture, and it said you should always, like, like, say sorry 2 times. Where's that part? In my country, if someone of higher status offers you a drink, you must refuse twice. Oh, okay, no, this thing, yeah, you must refuse twice. But the third time, if you don't accept on the third time, it's considered rude. And that's why he apologized 2 times before. Now they're not listening, so he's like, yeah, there you go. It's truly regrettable, and he just, defeats them immediately. And he says, I have a wish which needs to come true for the sake of my parents, and I will fulfill it. That's why I cannot die. And yeah, and you can see Bason and Shamash, both of them with him. And that is where it ended. So yeah, that is how this episode went. Interesting episode. So like I said, the scale seems to be quite big than I actually anticipated it to be. Like, now that we know, like, this whole G8 thing is going on, not only that, like, this is only our team. I'm sure there'll be more, because there's literally so many other people that will be participating in this in our own group. And that's not all. This is only House team. There's 8 other gods team left. No, sorry, not 8, 7. Yeah, 7. Yeah, 7 other gods team left who will be participating. We don't even know what other members in our team are. We only know, like, Hana's group. There'll be other groups as well who will be with us, I'm guessing, who will be our allies. And this is only House team. There'll be 7 other gods teams as well, and a few of these gods teams will be allied with us as well. So it's like the scale is huge, and I feel like this is going to take a while. And I remember one of like, in my comments, I think in the very first episode, or was it the second episode, someone mentioned that Shaman King Flowers is basically a prologue. Like a lot of other things are going to happen, which still is in production, I'm guessing, like the manga or something like that is, like, going to come out. But Shaman King Flowers is like a prologue. I can kind of understand the reason behind it now, because looking at this, I can see this is going to become pretty damn huge if they actually, like, keep going in, like, like the way they're going. This might actually be bigger than Shaman King itself. I feel like it, because it's literally, it's like the whole scale is so big. There's eight gods, and we only know how. Like, there's so many things that you can expand on, and that makes me think, like, yeah, like, there is a possibility this might actually be very huge. So yeah, I think I understand why in the comments, like, that person mentioned that yeah, this is basically like a prologue. So okay, that makes sense why, because the scale is pretty big, now that I'm understanding what's happening. Okay, and that is it. So that was today's episode number 8, yeah, of Shaman King Flowers. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Shaman King. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.